looked like he was home free in 1997, and now all of a sudden, here he is with a horse like this, and he knows disappointment. He also knows jubilation, which he is experiencing right now.
Bob Baffert grew up in Nogales, Arizona, a border town. His father was a rancher. His mother was a school teacher and principal. And Bob got his start as a jockey and trainer on the Southwestern County Fair Tour at places like the Santa Cruz County Fair. This is a victory, really, for grassroots America. And here's a guy that took grassroots talent all the way to the top of the game.
Let's go back trackside to Sean Clancy.
American Pharaoh, he's jogged past the whole crowd, went almost all the way down to the 3/16 pole, and he's just trotted back. Victor Espinoza pumping his fist to the crowd. The crowd just went wild as he jogged in front of him. Now he's jogging back with the outrider, and Victor Espinoza just waving his arms, waving to the crowd, and the crowd's responding. Each section, it's like a wave back in a baseball game, where each section just kind of stands up and roars for this champion. And well, I've seen a lot of races. I've just never seen elation, and just that special moment when he hit the wire. Wow, that was special. And he's walking back now. We talked about how he looked after the Derby and the Preakness. I kept talking about the crease down his back and how hard a race he had. You know what? It doesn't really matter now how big a crease he's got down his back after the Belmont. He's pulled it off. He's won the Triple Crown.
Controlled? Well, maybe. Chaos? Definitely. Tune in weekday mornings, Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. for Controlled Chaos with Gary Garver, Jigga, Dave, and Mary Tonga. KCAA, 1050 a.m. You have to hear it to believe it.
Like to spend a few days in another world? Then write this down. Golden Bear Cottages, Big Bear Lake. Now, listen, this is not some corporate-owned operation. It's family-owned and operated by some real nice people. Unique? Oh, you bet. Golden Bear Cottages features 28 one-of-a-kind cabins on a 5-acre historic site. Great for families, couples, and groups. And cabins are available with 1 to 7 bedrooms. Golden Bear Cottages is just a stone's throw from Big Bear Lake and super close to 3 great ski areas. Now, I could go on all day about Golden Bear Cottages in Big Bear, but to see everything, just go to goldenbear.net. Again, goldenbear.net. Golden Bear Cottages in Big Bear. Clean, comfortable, and affordable. Check them out. goldenbear.net.
It's time for the KCAA Community Calendar, brought to you exclusively by Learn for Life, a growing network of public charter schools. The clear mission of Learn for Life is to motivate and mentor students who have dropped out of school and provide them with the personalized education and technical training necessary to advance their lives.
From the KCAA Community Calendar, I'm Mark Westwood. Everyone's talking about the Third Thursdays in San Bernardino. Rediscover the city of San Bernardino Third Thursday Food Truck Fest. Switch up your lunchtime routine. Try the gourmet food trucks every third Thursday from 11:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. at the Court Street parking lot between E and D Streets in downtown San Bernardino. Enjoy delicious, tasty food from the food trucks such as the Slam and Sliders food truck, Farmer's Belly, the Bacon Mania truck, Piaggio on Wheels, or the Greasy Wiener. All kinds of mouth-watering delights, hot off the truck, and plenty to eat. Put an end to dull, boring fast food and truck on over to City Hall in San Bernardino for the Third Thursday Food Truck Fest in downtown San Bernardino. For more info, check out Rediscover San Bernardino's Facebook page at facebook.com/SB Third Thursdays. That's SBTHIRD Thursdays. That's a look at the KCAA Community Calendar. I'm Mark Westwood.
KCAA Community Calendar is presented exclusively by Learn for Life, a growing network of public charter schools where students can complete their education on a part-time basis. To find a resource center nearest you, call 1-877-360-LEARN or visit Learn for Life online at learn4life.org.
From the KCAA Weather Center, I'm Dave Murs. This afternoon, some sunshine to come. A light breeze, the high at 80. In your evening, increasing clouds, winds will pick up for a time, 57. Tomorrow, it's Sunshine Sunday, a dry day, the high at 90. Monday, fog, then sun, breezy, 95. That's your weather forecast for this hour from the station that leaves no listener behind. NBC News Radio, AM 1050, KCAA.
Kcaa.
You just entered the Gotcha Zone. Eilon up to the start line and get ready to race with your host, Joe Britt. It's time for Gotcha Racing, live on KCAA 1050.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines and get ready for an action-packed, fun-filled hour of everything a motorhead ever loved or lived. Gotcha Racing with Joe Britt. Welcome to Gotcha Racing. This is Joe Britt. Hey, welcome, folks. Welcome, race fans. This is your host, Joe Britt, and you're listening to Gotcha Racing Live on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. I'm going to start this like I always do. I come to you a humble man. I come to you a humble man that is a reflection of God's grace and greatness. A humble man that is standing on the shoulders of ancestors. Hello, America. Look alive, California. Wake up, San Bernardino. Stand up and be counted, Inland Empire. As I said before, this is your host, Joe Britt, coming to you loud and strong and clear from the desert to the sea, broadcasting on the powerful KCAA radio, 1050 AM. Great weather we're having this afternoon. Oh, the skies are completely blue. The weather is on point, as some people would say. We're having a great day today. Folks, I want to go into I want to holler because we live in a great state of California, and especially here in the desert. Really nice, really nice. Well, this young man to the side of me, we'll get into him next. I'll introduce you to the crowd. Sir, just hold your horses. I know you're not going anywhere. We got some great information from you guys out there. So, before I get started, let me do a little house cleaning, guys. If you want to call in and listen to the station, because maybe you could be under a rock somewhere, or maybe you're in a tunnel somewhere, or maybe you just can't hear it that clear on the 1050 AM station, this is the number that you dial with your smartphone, or your phone, or your flip phone. 832-999-1050. 832-999-1050. Now, to call into the studio... that number is 888-909-1050. Now, that's to call in, and maybe you want to rant, or maybe you got questions, or maybe you just want to say, hey, Joe, you're doing a good job. But anyway, that's live on the air. That number is 888-999-1050. The local number to do the same is 909-888-5222 or 5224. 909-888-5222 or 5224. Now, let's say you want to hear some of our previous shows. You go to kcaaradio.com. You go to the podcast, and voila, you'll find everything we've done so far. Pick and choose and do with them what you like. Okay. For those of you who are searching on the internet for us, we are under GotchaRacing.com or GotchaRacingTV.com. Okay. Can I go faster? Because I have a full show today, folks. Now, for those of you that want to email me for the tickets that I have from time to time, or for the stickers that I do have that I'm giving out that say Gotcha Racing on it, that email is jbritt, BRITT, .kcaa@gmail.com. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go into our racing news today. I don't have the time for that. Catch me next week. Folks, I'm going to introduce you to Mickey Valdivia. Now, Mickey is a director for Park and Recs. That's Park and Recs Department in San Bernardino. Now, a lot of you that have been driving along, what is that, Second? No, that's East Street, have seen that banner that says a great race. San Bernardino on the 27th is having a packed house from the morning to the evening. So this young man is a director, and he's going to tell you, the listening audience out there, the great listening audience out there, what they are doing. And he surprised me. I didn't think of. But anyway, I'm going to let him tell you. How are you, Mickey?
Very well. Thank you so much, Joe, for having me.
I'm so glad that you want to spend a couple of minutes on my show to tell the people in our area what's going on with this particular race, the great race. Give me some insight.
Well, first of all, let me begin with thanking you for keeping your word. If you recall, we met about 2 months ago, and you asked me to be a guest on your program, and I meet a lot of pretenders and some contenders like you, and I want to thank you for this opportunity to promote our great race, which is going to be in downtown San Bernardino on June 27th, 2015. If I can paint the picture for you, it's going to be basically be a 4-block radius from E Street to Arrowhead, 4th Street to 2nd Street, essentially in the heart of downtown San Bernardino. If I may work my way from west to east, we're going to have 10 food trucks with an array of opportunities for food truck foodies to enjoy their normal stuff that they come out and do at food truck events. But this one's a little bit unique, obviously, with the classic car show and the arrival of the great racers. So on E Street, we're going to have our food trucks. We're going to have 10 of them, and we're very excited. It's food to cupcakes and everything in between. We're also having a chili cook-off. We're going to have a chili cook-off, which is actually going to be just west of City Hall. And the participants in the chili cook-off are actually going to qualify if we have enough people enter into the World Championships. So we're expecting a crowd for the chili cook-off. Obviously, folks that are going to be coming for the food trucks. And in Court Street Square, there's kind of a fenced-off area. We're going to have a nice adult beverage beer garden area where we're going to be actually promoting Ed Parker, who's out at the San Bernardino Airport, and he's opening a brand-new brewery out there called Brew Rebellion, or Rebellion Brewery, excuse me. Ed Parker, one of our new future business owners, he's very, very close to opening his tasting room here in San Bernardino. And then we have the Over the Hill gang, and I have to really thank my good friends Steve Porteous and John Kcaa. They have really led the charge with the Over the Hill gang, and I've essentially turned over everything from D Street to Court Street to 3rd Street all the way over to Arrowhead, and these men have been out working these car shows and passing out flyers. It's a free car show. And these cars were expecting anywhere from 700 to 1,000 car shows, and we're going to park them again along D Street, Court Street, 3rd, and Arrowhead, and we do have absolutely enough room for that as well. And I think people can arrive as early as about 8 o'clock a.m., and the actual car show starts at 11 a.m., and it's going to go to 9 p.m. We also are going to have vintage Jeeps, vintage vehicles that are related to our veterans. We're going to honor our veterans.
Hold on a minute, Mickey. You're supposed to be talking about the great race. So far, we've hit on chili cook-off, we've hit on car shows, we've hit on... dude, what are you doing over there?
We're attracting as many people as we can to downtown San Bernardino because... You know what, Joe? We're not done in San Bernardino. I know we have a lot of negative press, but this is very symbolic. This event is about our partnerships and the love that our locals have for this beautiful city of San Bernardino. And I have so many people that are stepping up. I've only been with the city for just shy of 2 years, and I've met so many people that are not going to give up as we are not giving up on this beautiful city. So
and you shouldn't. It's a big city.
Absolutely,
it's a great city.
Absolutely. And this event has always been a cornerstone of what we do in the Inland Empire here. So we're absolutely thrilled. So like you said, we've got the chili cook-off, we've got food trucks, we've got the beer garden, we've got the car show, a free car show. And then we have a Veterans Parade. A Veterans Parade is going to actually kick off at the footsteps of the county courthouse building, which is on Court Street. And it's going to go west from the footsteps, and they're going to go about a block and a half. And we have vintage Jeeps, we have personnel vehicles, we have about 8 restored vehicles relating to veterans, and they're going to lead the charge. We have flags. Folks are going to be waving flags. We're going to be honoring our veterans, and it's a short parade, block and a half. And the Great Race is actually going to be the kickoff, and the Great Race is a little bit different than the car show, so let me paint the picture. The Great Race actually begins in Kirkwood, Missouri on June 20th, and it's an 8-day race. So it's a timed trial race, and basically you're either penalized or you're penalized if you don't come on time. So it's not just let's jam on the freeway, let's get to our next destination. There's a lot of navigation involved. There's a driver and there's a navigator, and these folks pay about $5,000 to be in this race.
What type of vehicles are they driving?
So they're vintage vehicles. I mean, they're all the way from 1932 cars all the way to 1950s, and it's just an array. And there's really no advantage to having a faster vehicle, but we're really kind of slanting towards antique cars. And essentially the Great Race picks a route throughout the United States. Every year there's a different theme, and obviously our theme for this year is Route 66.
So, with that in mind, that's why they chose this city?
Yes, we had to bid for the opportunity for them to stay in San Bernardino for that evening. So they'll go from Kirkwood, Missouri. They'll go through New Mexico. They'll hit parts of Texas, obviously Arizona, and there's 7 overnight stays. We have secured the most critical night, which is the Saturday just before the end of the event. The event actually ends on June 28th at the Santa Monica Pier. But we have that featured night on that Saturday, so we're thrilled to have that in downtown San Bernardino.
How many people are you anticipating? Not the drivers, but the people in surrounding cities. What, 5,000?
We're expecting anywhere from 15 to 25,000 people.
Is that right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we've really crunched our numbers. We've had to set our porta pots because there's county standards of how many people you're expecting. So we're pretty firm on those numbers.
So, okay. We lost Route 66, but you're making up with this.
Yes, we are.
Oh, so you're not letting this stop you.
We're not letting it go, and I have to give kudos to the San Bernardino Chamber because they've attempted to keep it going. It's been difficult. The funding sources haven't been there, but Judy Penman and her whole crew at the San Bernardino Chamber, they have not given up. And so the route hasn't officially stopped. They continued it. It's a much smaller version. But really, the streak is still going, and perhaps someday when we come out of this bankruptcy stuff, we can get back to the good old heydays.
It's all about the ends, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely.
But you know what? You're doing a fantastic job, and I didn't know you had all this involved. I mean, it's from 11 a.m. to 9 o'clock in the evening.
Correct.
And, I mean, with the food, and there's a beer garden there, too, isn't there?
There's a beer garden there as well, yes.
So, my God, I just bring $100. I'm set, right?
Absolutely. For 3 or 4 people. We've got the Band of Brothers. They're going to be playing live. And if I can quickly paint the picture, the Great Racers, which there's about 115 participants, they're going to arrive at approximately 5 p.m. in 1 minute intervals. They're going to exit off of 2nd Street. They're going to go east on 2nd, and then they're going to go north when they come to D Street. And if you could visualize with me, on D Street, as these cars turn off of 2nd and go north, they're going to be classic cars on both sides of the street. And it's going to be a nice parade of these wonderful, wonderful cars that we have from the Inland Empire. And it's we're just going to be absolutely thrilled to be able to do that. And a gentleman by the name of Jeff Stump, he will be introducing the participants and where they're coming from, a little bit about their car. Again, he's got about 1 minute, and he basically paints a picture of where the folks are from and what the car is doing. And from 5 to approximately 7 p.m., the Great Racers arrive again on 1 minute intervals. So the theme for this year is the Great Race, but we have all these other supporting elements because we really want folks from the Inland Empire and beyond to come out and support the arrival of these great racers.
That sounds absolutely phenomenal. You know what? I'm going to have to get my sister company, which is Gotcha Racing TV, to shoot this in HD.
We would love to have you. We'd be
listen
thrilled.
to that. You hear that, folks? We're going to be out there. You know what? And I want to Skype, do a live show from there and Skype it.
Let's do it.
You know what? Let's do that. I'll do that. Yeah. That's because I have a love for San Bernardino. And we're talking about cars and vintage cars. Folks, that's right up my alley. So I want to bring all this good information to you, the listening audience from the desert to the sea. We're going to have a great time in San Bernardino on the date?
June 27th, 2015.
Starting when?
11 a.m. to 9 p.m. You can visit us at sbgreatrace.com. You can friend us on Facebook at the Parks and Recreation for San Bernardino.
Mickey, now, this is the time of the show, at the end of the segment, when I give the mic over to you. Now, all the guys that help you, all your partners that help you with this particular race and put on, now's the time to give them a shout-out if you can.
Well, let me begin again with my friends, even though it's a little redundant. Steve Porteous. Steve Porteous has been really the backbone of this effort with the classic cars. He's a lifetime resident in the city of San Bernardino. He wants to see this continue. He's probably been our biggest asset. Immediately followed by a John Kcaa and the Over the Hill gang, and they have at least 80 volunteers that are going to be out there, and they're not part of the show. They want to just make sure that people come out and have a really good time. Then we have Jim Ebley. He's the Neighborhood Association president with San Bernardino Valley College. Him and about 40 Neighborhood Association presidents are going to be out there hosting a VIP section when the great racers arrive. We've got San Bernardino Fire. We've got San Bernardino PD, our Public Works Department, their Roadway Division, naturally the Parks and Recreation Division. We're working extremely hard to really, help, recapture our image here in San Bernardino. Sandra Olivas, she's with the patrons of the Roosevelt Bowl. She's going to be coordinating some of the other food vendors and things of that nature, and she's been instrumental in helping us out. Richard Valdez with the Disabled American Veterans. He's out there securing a host of veterans that we can get out here and honor everybody. Mike Ugly Austin, that's his stage name, and Mike is handling our food truck event for us, or not the food truck, excuse me. He's handling the chili cook-off.
Okay.
And finally, Mark Persico. Mark Persico has been the brainchild of the Third Thursday food truck event for us in downtown San Bernardino. He's our director of community development for the city of San Bernardino, and he's been helping me out tremendously. So Tony Frossard, Mark Persico, myself, Jim Tickmeyer, Sean McClintock, Nicole Houston, my executive assistant, Gina Ornales. My whole team is just doing a wonderful job, and we're just thrilled to put this on behalf of the city.
Well, that sounds absolutely great. Now, folks, you will see me out there on the 27th, and I should have all my shirts on. Not shirts, one shirt that would say "Gotcha Racing Media" on it. But this is the place for you to be. Okay, the 27th of June, which is right around the corner. Make sure you just put a little pocket change in your pocket and come on out and enjoy the day from morning to night. This is going to be a great time in San Bernardino. I really appreciate you coming out, and I'm not giving you the mic no more, man.
I can talk. I don't have any notes,
but nevertheless, I really enjoyed you, dude. I really enjoyed you.
Joe,
Thank you for coming
again for the opportunity and keeping your word. Appreciate it.
Pleasure's mine.
Right.
Pleasure's mine. Let's go to a commercial break real quick. We're right back.
Oh, no.
Don't worry about a thing, pretty lady. You're in good hands with J&K Auto Body Paint and Repair. J&K Auto Body has been serving the Rialto area for years and are considered to be one of the oldest and the best auto body shops in town. The right people with the right tools and the right experience that can give you the service and the quality that you expect. 24 hours, 7 day a week towing is available. That's J&K Auto Body, 241 South Palm Avenue, Rialto, California, across the street from the Metrolink station. Call us at 909-875-0400, 909-875-0400. That's 909-875-0400.
Thank you, Inland Empire, for listening to KCAA Radio.
I am back in the hot seat again, and this is your host, Joe Britt, with Gotcha Racing Live. I have a gentleman here. We're going to get to him in a second. My correspondent, Chris, the Road Warrior. Are you on the line, buddy?
Joe, how are you doing today?
Man, I am doing I'm doing well, actually. I'm above ground. Everything is going great today. I don't have a problem to worry. Nothing in the world about. What you got for us today? That clapping is always for you because I appreciate you, man.
All right, thank you very much, man.
What you got for us today?
Yeah, I know you got a busy show going on today, so we're just going to touch base real quick here on some little off-roading tips. The weather is starting to get better for us all, and break out the bikes and let's head to the hills and head to the desert. And for those guys who ride what we call green sticker bikes here in California, that is any motorcycle that's a dirt bike that's 2002 or older qualifies for green sticker. We can ride any time of year in the OHV areas. And so, hey, it's time for us to get out there. They rent sticker bikes, check online, see where your seasonal riding areas are, and ride appropriately. But this applies to them as well. You get out there, you get anxious, you want to get going. Don't overlook bike prep. Make sure that your chain tension's good, your tire pressure's good for whatever type of riding you do, and get out there and have a good time. You don't want to get stranded any place away from your campsite. Now, having said that, don't be in too big a hurry to go flying down the trails without really having a feel for the trail itself. Things have changed over the last, season of riding. Go out there and ride the trail a little bit cautiously, get to know the trail, make sure there's no obstacles or hazards out there of various types, man-made and nature-made. Get an idea of anybody else camping around in your area and what they're riding and where they're riding. You get out there for a little bit and you get your little favorite spot and you want to go back to that spot over and over again. Find out where everybody's at. Because like we like to say, the biggest hazard to a desert rider is another desert rider. It's not a pretty sight when two of us meet up on a trail and doing high speeds and whatnot. So just be careful out there. Get to know the trail. Don't top any hills unless you know for sure what's on the other side of it. And pay attention when you're coming down.
Something, Chris, I've seen that at Glamis, dude.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've seen some heck of accidents at Glamis, and they would just, this information has to get out. And I'm hoping people would listen to you, man. And because at Glamis, it's no joke. One time you're done.
Right. And especially out in the Glamis area, any of the dune areas in particular, where you're always either up or down. There really isn't much flat area. Well, there is some flat, but if you're out in the dunes and stuff, get a flag on that bike, on that ATV, on that side-by-side. Put a flag on it. That's what the flag is for, is it lets the person know at the top of the hill, here you come, or if they're coming up the hill, they see you, on the other side, before it happens. Those flags have saved me many a times both ways, having one on my bike as well. And out in the desert, you can put a flag on as well. Nothing, if you're going to be out there riding the hills and stuff. Also helps for people being able to find you that are in your riding group, if you are in a group, and you can track each other very easily. But the flags are monster savers. Some of them have little lights if you ride at night and your bike has lighting and so on. That flag top also lights up as well on some of those. But flags are huge, especially out in the Glamis area and the dunes area. Get to know your area, get to know your neighbors, who's riding what, where they're at, and just pay attention and keep the eyes open. Everybody's getting out there right now. Weather's good. We're all reared up and ready to go, and we just want to be safe. And like I always say, enjoy the ride.
Are you taking your bike out this weekend?
Actually, I will be riding probably later today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be over in Ontario at the train show of all things, but I'll be in the truck. Hey, one more thing I want to mention. Monday, the 15th of June, National Ride to Work Day. National Ride to Work Day. So if you own it, ride it. Get to work. I'm going to do that. Even though I got a company vehicle. Heck, I'm parking that. I'm taking my bike to work that day.
Listen to you. All right, dude. As always, you have a wealth of knowledge that you give out to the community, and we all in the community, especially me, say thank you very much for your knowledge, and we'll be talking with you soon, about a week and a half, huh?
Sounds good. That's about it.
Okay,
sounds
buddy.
Good, Joe. Thanks a lot.
Take
Enjoy
care.
the ride.
All right.
Bye-bye.
All right, folks. That was Chris. He is our road warrior, and as I said before, we have a packed house. So let's continue without taking a break. We'll just go right into the next interview. I am sitting with, we'll go ahead. But anyway, hi sir, how are you? Now, folks, I'm sitting with Tom Bradley. Tom Bradley is with the Rotary, Rialto Rotary, and guess what? They've come to town. These guys, for the last 22 years, have put on a heck of a show in Rialto, okay? I've been in Rialto for 26 years. But nevertheless, it's called Run What You Brung. Mr. Tom Bradley is going to paint a great picture for those of you that I always say that live under a rock and have never heard of this show before. It's great. And this is coming up soon. It's coming up on June 12th to the 13th. Tom, how are you, buddy?
I'm really good, Joe.
Good. We can hear you fine. All right. So tell us about the beginning of this.
Okay. Well, thank you for having me on. A little background on Rotary. Rotary was, it's a 100-year-old plus club now, started by a fellow by the name of Paul Harris. And its mission is to help people worldwide, and in particular, scholarships to people that have no way to get them. And so we came up with fundraisers over the years, and we finally stumbled on a car show. And so the first car show we had was at Jerry Eves Park in Rialto, actually 23 years ago. And it was a nice show. A couple hundred cars showed up, and we worked our tails off. And we were critiquing it the month or so later. And we said, well, you know what, let's do this again, but we need to fine-tune it. And it needs to have a name other than just Rialto Rotary's car show. And so we were throwing names out, and everybody always tries to tag me with the fellow that named the event, RWB, but it was, I was just simply repeating something my uncle had said back in the day. This is a trophy from 1957. He was a member of the Slicks Car Show, and this is a trophy from Colton, California for under 9 seconds.
That's old as I am.
Which,
okay.
Yeah, which is was amazingly fast for the day, and they had a saying back in the day. They just said, "Run what you brung," and what that was an open car, a hot fuel bike, a rail, a sedan, whatever it was. I even saw Yackel Brothers push car race one time. You simply raced what you had, and it went down to top eliminator, and you might have a motorcycle race and an open car or closed car, whatever, and it was a true top eliminator. Anyway. So that's kind of the spirit of Run What You Brung. Literally anything goes. So it was a 3-day event, actually a 4-day at one time, up at the airport, and we had drag races and all that, but insurance restrictions and stuff slowed us down a bit, and the airport is closing. So now we've changed gears, and we're cruising Route 66, and we're recreating what it was like in San Bernardino in the late 50s and up through the late 60s, where you had hot rods, a little street racing going on, sadly. But the neon cruisers, they come out, they really like this. It's a family thing. I mean, it's like turning the clock back 50 years. It truly is. It's a wonderful event, really.
Now, Tom, for the past 2 years, you guys have been cruising. Now, is it you? Is it the Rotary, or is it City of Rialto that is set up on Foothill Boulevard, Route 66?
It was our idea to close that highway and to use it for a given period of time.
Okay.
The club came up with the idea. The city has gone on full board with us because it's a good thing for them. The merchants love it. In fact, they set up their own activities, like the Coffee Nut and those guys have things for kids, rides, ponies even. All up and down you'll find them doing that. The pizza stores do landslide businesses, and it's just a fun time. No trouble. We've never had any trouble. No dented automobiles. No altercations of any kind. I mean, it's truly family. Truly family. It's centered in, that night, centered in Nervous Ned's parking lot, which is celebrating their 60th year in business, by the way, right there on the north side of Foothill.
Ned's been around for 60 years?
60 years.
I'll be doggone. Okay.
Yep. So it's a little history. In fact, I know
they've got my money for the past 25, that's for sure.
I just spent some there myself, too. Something's always busted, so yeah. But the car show is show and shine in the morning. There'll be judging going on, and the sponsors are responsible for picking their car. There's Vic Slick from
the other place.
From the other place will be out there as the MC. There's music playing throughout the day. There's miniature carnival rides that the city's putting on, dog shows for the canine. That's downtown, and just a great time, really. Food vendors of all kinds.
I haven't missed a show. Well, let me say that since I've been here, I think I've missed 2 shows. Okay, and I always take my cameras out.
Right.
You know, but it's a heck of an event.
I've seen you there many times.
And even it's gotten smaller because before it was like 4 days or something.
Oh yes.
But nevertheless, the people are still excited. The vendors are excited. The guys with the cars are excited, and they just have a blast of a Saturday afternoon.
Absolutely.
What time do they post up?
They can pull. You can start. Well, you can register right now. There's a few hundred cars pre-registered right now, but we usually get a couple hundred during that day. But 7 o'clock, you can start rolling in.
What is there a fee on that?
Yes, the fee is I believe $35 for a T-shirt entry, and the opportunity to be judged.
Oh, that's not bad.
And win a trophy.
That's
no,
not bad.
Not really.
No, not at all.
Well, look at it this way. It's one of the only places that you can have grass and trees downtown. That the medium through the middle of town makes for a very comfortable. Lawn chairs come out and.
I tell you, the drivers and their families are so relaxed when they get there. They have the lawn chairs out, you know, and everybody has a great time. Everybody has a great time, and I've done a lot of videotaping, and I put it on my channel. But there, so I'm happy to have you guys promote this on the station, man.
Yeah,
I'm so glad that you showed up. Actually,
well, you know what? It's like you said. It's good for both sides. You know, we need the publicity, and the Valley area needs things for families to do. So there's mutual respect that goes on in the car group. You basically have the best people around right there. There's not many jerks.
Not there, but a couple of knuckleheads do. They do come through every now and then, but not with the show.
No.
Yeah.
No, and you know what? I'll tell you something else too. The Rialto Police Department is extremely supportive of us, and those folks do a wonderful job. And my hat's off to them every year. They're cordial, they're understanding, and they were young at one time. Also, too,
wait a minute, you said they were young at one time.
At one time, yeah. Well, Ray Farmer's getting older now.
I know Ray. Yeah,
just had a birthday, but the Old Farts is another racing car club in town. They're co-sponsoring it. They're helping us bring in some more automobiles. J&J Fab, which is the Flores family downtown.
That's right.
They also are major sponsors of the event.
Now, they've been a mainstay in Rialto.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Joe's a wonderful person, and so is his dad. But yeah, you will see some of the finest cars. In fact, is there a camera on right now?
Yeah, right there.
Okay, that car right there was from Victorville, and he drove down last year, and the picture doesn't do it justice, but we're very proud of that artwork. We think it's the very best one that we have, and I brought that down for you to have. I see you have them on your wall from other events.
Thank you very much.
Yep, so it's in kind of a exposed relief color. They worked on it for weeks and weeks and weeks to get it to look like that.
I really like that. It's really nice. Now, tell us. I'm sorry, I cut you off.
Yeah, go ahead. No problem.
The date on this?
Yeah, well, June 12th is Friday night. The cruising starts at around 4 o'clock.
Okay.
To 9 o'clock. The highway has.
Is there a fee for that?
No, sir.
Okay, no. So
it is included with your entry.
Oh, really?
It's included with your entry. So when you have your entry and you have your packet with you, that'll get you into this as well. So if you want to cruise, you're going to have to register then. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Well, you can register, and I forget what the dollar amount is for that, but just a cruise only if you wish, just for a few dollars. Oh, okay. Well, good. Now, how can they get in contact to give you this money? Well, the pre-reg number is the 909-223-4225. Okay. So, folks, we're talking about June 12th, which is next week. It's this coming Friday and Saturday, yes, sir. And June 13th in the city of Rialto, okay? Downtown Rialto is going to have the show. Yep. Okay. And then on
Route 66 cruising the 12th. Come out, bring your nice cars, and floss what you got, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And bring your lawn chairs because it's reminiscent of East Street in San Bernardino back in the late 50s and early 60s. I mean, it truly is a family thing.
You know, and folks, this is put on by the Rialto Rotary. You know, they have been here in Rialto. How long you guys been here in Rialto?
Oh, we celebrated our 50th anniversary when I was president, as I recall.
No kidding.
Yep.
No kidding.
Yep.
And your funds that you get from this are going to help students and whatnot, right?
Every penny that's generated in this event, and anything we do for that matter, goes to buy scholarships for kids worldwide. Usually ones that are, in tough times. Tough times. Either there's a missing dad or something like that or whatever. We help the ones that we pick them out of the high schools to come and help with us.
You know what? I'm really liking Rialto Rotary because I've sat in some of the meetings and I've seen where the money goes, and I am really impressed with what you guys are doing. I really want to thank you for coming on. We're short on time, but nevertheless, I got you in.
Yep.
And I've got this information to the 5,000 folks, the gearheads and the muscleheads out there that are listening. So come on down June 12th and June 13th to Rialto and run what you brung.
Exactly right.
Okay,
there
good.
You go.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. And you know what? I need to thank all the guys in the club, too, because the amount of hours they put in, Betty Gosney and the group and the other people in it, I mean, hundreds of hours go into this. Hundreds of hours. They're tireless. So there's donuts at 6 a.m. if you want to get there at Chamber of Commerce.
Thank you, sir. JP, let's go to a commercial break real quick. Thank you for this poster. I'm going to enjoy this.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Don't worry about a thing, pretty lady. You're in good hands with J&K Auto Body Paint and Repair. J&K Auto Body has been serving the Rialto area for years and are considered to be one of the oldest and the best auto body shops in town. The right people with the right tools and the right experience that can give you the service and the quality that you expect. 24 hours, 7 day a week towing is available. That's J&K Auto Body, 241 South Palm Avenue, Rialto, California, across the street from the Metrolink station. Call us at 909-875-0400, 909-875-0400. That's 909-875-0400.
You're listening to KCAA, your good neighbor along the way.
But not least, we have Albert, and Albert's here, and the whole crew actually. These guys are with the Tamale Festival. Okay, they put on a heck of a car show in Colton, California, and I'm so glad to have you guys here. I wish I had more seats.
well, you know what? We are Suavemente Productions Entertainment, and without these people, we would not be who we are. And with the support of other people, thanks to everybody else, and with the good team here, we're able to be who we are.
That is so cool, man. Really, that is so cool. So, what started this, man?
Well, you know what? A long time ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, I decided that when I went to the Indio Tamale Festival, and I said, you know what? We need something down here. And I said, if Indio could do it, we could do it.
That's right.
And so I've been talking to a lot of my council members and everything, and they felt that it was a good idea. But it took some time and timing. And last year was our first year, and you know what? We only expected maybe about 1,500 people, but you know what happened?
How'd you do?
We got 5,000 people.
First time around?
First time around.
Really?
This year, we're expecting over close to maybe 12,000. All of you, I said 12,000, but you know what? I'm going to be greedy. I'm going to say 15,000 because we're going to have tamales. It's a car and bike show. I mean, we have Budweiser supporting us, Harley Davidson, Monaby Productions. I mean, Group Bomb Life, City's Finest. They're all supporting us.
Well,
And
okay, you're
it's
doing
awesome.
a heck of a job. Now, so you have a car show.
Yes.
So you call it the Tamale Festival. You guys giving out tamales. You're selling tamales. What's up with that?
What we are doing is we have last year we had 60 vendors that ranged from hamburgers, hot dogs, to nachos, to tamales, to carne asada, to Korean vendors, but it's a tamale festival. And what we try to do is bring attention and awareness to also bring attention to the city of Colton, but also what we're doing it for is for juvenile diabetes. And so the Tamale Festival is a way to bring in more people to help us generate the funds to support juvenile diabetes. And if we could get enough sponsors, we would like to give away scholarships, 2 of them, to a king and queen this year.
Good for you, man. Good for you. I didn't know it was to help that organization. Good for you. Give it up.
Well,
Give
thank
it up.
you very
Give
much.
it up. Give it
Because
up.
I'm a diabetic myself, so.
You know what? You have my full support.
Thank you.
You have my full support. Give us the name of your crew here. What you got?
Well, I'll let them introduce themselves, starting from the right.
Hey, my name is Beto Chulo Vergara. I help out with some of the graphics, some of the comedy shows. I host some of them, helping out with the music part, concerts, and so on. And glad to be a part of this. Been with Albert for a little bit over a year now. So, yeah.
Hey, I'm Pete Avalos with Urban Eats and Funky Beats and IETV on the one.com. And me and Jimmy here are kind of the media contacts for the thing. We're going to do all the videotaping, coming up with themes for the show.
Who's Jimmy?
Right here, right next to me. He's getting ready. So together we're going to sit there and try to present this thing in high def and or 4K video for all the futuristic heads there who are into that kind of stuff.
Okay.
So, just trying to help the community, and we believe in Albert and his project and the passion that he has for the project. And to also, bring up that this is a multicultural event. Even though it says, Suavemente Production, we want everybody to come here and enjoy this show and have a good time.
Well, the only color is green, right?
That's right.
Well, you know what? And then also, too, we can't forget at the end over there, who's also taking photos with Suavemente, is Javier Hernandez. So, say hi, Javier. But, yeah,
He came for the tamales, but
I told everybody, hey, there's tamales here, and they said, "Watch out."
Describe that date to me when it happens.
The date is October 17th. That's a Saturday, and right now, rolling time for cars. Last year, I was telling people to come in at 9 because the event started at 10. I got there at 6:30, and there was already a line of cars, line of vendors, and I was like, híjole nomás, ¿qué pasó? I was like, dang it. So these people were working me. So this year, I'm ready.
But hold on a minute. Though. That was last year. That was your first year.
Yes.
Okay. This year,
I'm ready.
And
we're
pumped
ready.
up.
We're ready because, we have a good group. The committee that what we have, they're working hard to make things happen, and there's going to be a lot of surprises going along the way.
So we have the car show, and when I was at one of your meetings, you also have motorcycles.
Motorcycles, yes, we have the Forgotten Few Motorcycle Club. A friend of mine named Jody Colton Chula.
Okay.
With her committee, she's helping us do all that work with getting motorcycles and also American Legion riders. We just have all types of people that care for the cause and want to make this, a special event.
Okay. Now, the date on it is what?
October 17th.
All right. So between now and then, you better bring your butt and your crew back on this station and tell the folks again before time what's going to happen.
Hey, you know what?
Are we good with that?
I'm down. We're down.
Believe me, we're on him about that stuff. We are on him about. We're the oversight committee also.
Yeah, okay. And you know what? Yeah, these guys. You know, we do everything. And like I said, this is how passionate we are. We work so hard. Like I said, I'm a diabetic. I just got out of the hospital myself, and you know what? We're making things happen because this event, like I said, is planting the seed for better communities. Not just an event to have fun, but also an event to show the communities that we could stick together locally and support local business and local vendors and make things work.
Dude, you sound like you got love for the area. What's up with that?
Well, you know, I mean, I just believe in what I believe, brother, and I am fortunate enough to have all these people support with the Suavemente people. I mean, these guys rock. They know everything, you know. Tu sabes, sas.
That's one of the favorite sound bites right there, Albert. Sas.
So, what about music? You got music there?
Oh, music. Actually, we're working on one big surprise. It's a surprise. It's a surprise.
Keep it sealed.
Because if I tell you, I have to kill you.
Oh, well, we don't want to die until the event hits us, man.
Yeah, but on the real side, I could let you know we do have Original Sacrifice as one of the people that are going to perform. But we have a lot of interesting people, especially some mariachis, of course, and we have some local entertainers, and also too, we're working with your partners too, Boogie Brown and the Commish.
Oh, okay, the Commish, Paul Russo.
Yes,
okay.
Yes, you know, and so this is all a group thing, and without you guys, honestly, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Well, you know, it's a complete circle, man. Now the circle has made a complete circle because you're going to deal with the kids, with the diabetics. Okay, you get the money, and we can help promote you. We're doing good. I'm doing good. You're doing good. It's a complete circle, and everybody will have fun at this, and we can take care of the kids in the process.
Yes, and also too, I mean, we are looking for vendors and sponsors to be part of this show because, again, we have to say if we could get enough funding to get for scholarships for two high school kids for the King and Queen.
What do you think?
I would like to get 1,000 each. I would like to. But if we could get that going, that would be very supportive. I mean, we have JDRF supporting us and helping us do so. If people would have any information about that, they could give me a call. Could I give my number?
You know what? I'm going to let you take control, and I normally don't do this. I'm going to let you take control of the mic.
Watch
do your shout-outs. Hey, we can just tap him out if he goes crazy, right? But anyway, give your shout-out to your sponsors and everybody who has helped put this organization together, and a number where they can contact you and start setting up for your pre-registration for the show.
Also, we want to bring up the fact that the city's finest, along with Pony Baseball of the Greater Inland Empire, is presenting an all-star fundraiser car and motorcycle show Saturday, June 13th, 2015 at Cesar Chavez Fields in the city of Colton. Yep. Albert wanted me to bring that up, and all we got to say about the whole thing and the Suavemente Productions is positive heart, positive mind, positive action.
I like that.
Exactly, because City Finest is one of the people that are in the car clubs, Bomb Life group of Riversides, and also the IE City News, Remedy Bail Bonds. We just have so many people. RNH Entertainment, Lords, Jesus Lords Car Club. With all these people, we could not do things without them, and then also Inland Body and Paint Center, Fontana. We just have so many people, and it's growing, but we're just honored. And if we could have more vendors and sponsors, you could give us a call at 909-554-0847, or you could email me at suavemente6973@gmail.com, and we'll get the ball rolling. And vendors that are already there, thank you, vendors, because we're looking to get 130 vendors in the city of Colton. Pack it out, because next year's going to be 3 times bigger.
Repeat that number, Albert.
909-554-0847.
And your email again.
And my email address is suavemente6973@gmail.com. And suavemente, for some, is SUAVEMENTE.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me your pager number.
Oh, my pager number is too sexy. Oh no! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was before I got married. Sorry, babe. I love you. Shout out to my kids and my wife. You know, orale. You know.
Leave a code if you page them too.
Now, I noticed when you came in with a whole entourage. Who are the rest of the folks sitting there? You guys want to come in?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, you guys can come in. Come on in. Hurry up. Come on in.
Actually, I have my son. Hopefully, you could learn and watch and see what we do. My son is Austin Zamora. Austin, say hi really quick on the mic.
Todo, come on.
Say hi.
Hello, I'm Austin Zamora.
Okay, come on.
What's happening, Austin? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
Stand over here. Come on.
And
Don't
then,
be scared. We don't bite. We don't bite.
Oh, they're shy, but it's okay. Yes, and we have.
What's your name, young man? Put it right here.
Abraham.
Okay. And your name, young lady? Right here.
Patty.
I didn't hear that.
Patty.
Okay. What about you?
Dulce.
Dulce?
Dulce.
Okay. See, folks, we leave no one out on my show. No one gets
there
left
you go.
behind. Okay. So, then again, give us the date for this.
The date for this is October 17th, Colton Fleming Park. And also, too, without the help of the city of Colton and some of the council members and the support of our mayor, thank you for the belief in what we're trying to do.
Excellent. Folks, I need you to show up because he's doing this for a worthy cause. So show up. Show these guys some love. Help the community out. It's only a couple of bucks. We need about a good $10,000 to come in. We need you guys to come out, get in your pockets, get that pocket change out, and come on and support the community. And by the way, let's have some good tamales too, okay?
You got it.
Hot tamales.
Okay, so we're getting ready to close. I got to say this is Kcaa Racing Live, coming to you every Saturday at 4 o'clock. And I am so happy that you guys are here, man. I'm really. So
Thank you for having us.
The pleasure. Dude, I'm happy you guys are here. So the mic is going to be not yours, okay? But whenever you do come back in, and you better bring your behinds back in here before that date, at least a couple times.
Oh, that means we could borrow it, Beto. Make sure you give it back.
Okay.
MC Suavemente in the house, huh?
Tú sabes.
All right, KCCA Radio is streaming live in 174 countries across this blue dot. We're here every Saturday. This is your host, Joe Britt, with Kcaa Racing Live and our sister company, Kcaa Racing TV. On the station that leaves no one behind, KCAA Talk Radio, 1050 a.m. Be safe. God bless.
Oh.
Woo!
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 a.m., the station that leaves no listener behind.
Welcome to My Awesome Empire. There are a lot of good things to talk about in the Inland Empire. We're always excited to share some of them with you, and this week is no different. Dan Bryant spent years as a popular Inland Empire radio announcer, but suddenly turned his career from broadcasting music